I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame with your man TP. Today, guys, we have a special compilation for number 158. Something happened recently, and maybe you guys have seen it already or heard about it already, but there's a particular sovereign citizen. If you follow this channel or any channels that deal with sovereign citizens, there's a particular sovereign citizen from the state of Michigan that once went to court and pretty much did not turn himself in, disappeared. Many of you guys ask about him all the time, and I constantly answer you guys in the comments, and I say, listen, this guy is still on the run. He still hasn't been seen. We don't know where he is. And you guys are frustrated. Oh, why they just don't send the police to his house and so on and so on. I don't know. But that was a couple of years ago that this guy pretty much disappeared. And some of you don't know who I'm talking about. Even what you see in the thumbnail, you like, I don't know who this guy is. But for those of you that do, something very crazy happened recently to show us that, listen, we're not the only ones thinking about this guy. And some of you are not the only ones looking for this guy. So I want to bring you guys into Judge Perkins' courtroom for a recent appearance in his courtroom. And I want you to see how this played out. This is number 158. And for those of you that don't know who this young man is that he's looking for, this sovereign citizen, I am going to add his second, his third, and his fourth appearance to this compilation. The first appearance, I will put a link down in the description if you want to check that out. It just would have made this video way too long. But listen, this was super duper funny, guys, what happened earlier this week, or at least about a week ago in Judge Perkins' courtroom. But listen, I talked enough. I know I got you excited and you can't wait to see what happens. So let's go ahead and jump into 158.
Let's go call the city of Detroit versus, is that Amir Lockhart?
Lamar Lockhart.
It's Lamar Lockhart. I'm
It's
having,
Lamar.
I'm having difficulties with this gentleman here.
Oh, okay.
Lockhart. I'm looking for an Amir Lockhart. Mr. Lockhart, didn't I ask you this before? Were you in front of me before?
Yes.
Where do you have a video?
Yes, I got to flip it around, so I got you.
You're not the sovereign citizen, Lockhart, are you?
What do you mean sovereign citizen?
Have you ever espoused any of those sovereign citizen views? I ask you a question.
I said no. Can you hear me?
Hey, flip your camera over. You're not in the toilet, are you?
Oh, I'm in the locker room.
Oh, very well. All right. You're not you're not the Lockhart that has the sovereign citizen views that we had a couple of years back. I'm taking that as a yes.
No. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes. No. No, a couple years back. No.
Have you ever come in front of me with the sovereign citizen argument?
No.
Have you ever come in front of any judge with a sovereign citizen argument? All right. This is City of Detroit. I have Jameel Amir Lockhart. Case number SP 1247989, counts 1 and counts 2, and count 3. SP 1706461. Appearance for the record, please.
Judge,
Yes.
on the docket, this is not Simon
It's
Lamar.
not. No, he's not on the docket. He's I guess walking in now. What?
No, we have him on the docket. Simon Lamar Lockhart for Vassal Johnson at 8:35.
So am I looking at the wrong Lockhart?
The last name is hyphenated, if that helps.
Lockhart, Simmons,
hyphen
Simon.
Simon. Simon.
Okay, that would change things.
Okay. I was a little worried for a second.
And Judge, I remember the face of the gentleman you're talking about. This is not the gentleman.
And this is not Jameel Amir Lockhart. That's the
No.
one we're looking for, right?
Yeah, the one you're asking about. Yeah, this is not that gentleman.
Okay. All right. Now, let's get a name here. Lockhart. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Lockhart. I just gotta make sure who I'm dealing with. All right. City of Detroit versus Lamar Lockhart Simon. Case number SP 1803232, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Vassal Johnson II on behalf of Mr. Lockhart.
All right, Mr. Lockhart, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Lockhart Simmons.
All right, Simmons. All right, Mr. Johnson, is today's date and time set for pretrial. What does Mr. Lockhart want to do?
Request trial date, Your Honor.
Trial. He's got some fight, huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, I do.
I heard that. January 16, 2026 at 9 a.m. Mr. Lockhart Simmons, have a safe, happy holiday season and best of luck to you. Mr. Lockhart,
Yes, hello?
are you, you've been here before, correct?
Yeah, I've been here before.
Have you made any kind of filings on your behalf?
Yeah, quite a few.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jameel Amir Lockhart. Appearance for the record, please.
Yeah, so I am Jameel of the family Lockhart. The motions that I filed and the documents that I have filed have all been trying to ascertain the jurisdiction of this court. And I don't understand the nature and cause of the action against me. And I'm trying to understand under what jurisdiction the court intends to proceed. First of all, is this going to be a civil or a criminal action? Criminal. Okay. Your Honor, the Constitution grants this court 2 criminal jurisdictions. One is criminal jurisdiction under the common law, and one is a criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunal. From Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution. So in which of these 2 criminal jurisdictions does the court intend to try me?
Where is your motion, sir?
There's a motion filed there. It's a motion to dismiss based on lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. I'm going to set a bench trial or jury trial if you choose. Which one would you want to have?
Okay, Your Honor, under what grounds, what facts and findings and conclusions of law are you denying that motion to dismiss? I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the court. You have not disclosed it to me. I'm asking you
to disclose it to you. Check the court rules, sir.
Well, Your Honor, the 6th Amendment grants me the right to understand the nature and cause of any action brought against me, and it grants you the duty to inform me. So I don't think you would be breaching your oath of office if you were to inform me under which jurisdiction this court intends to proceed. In order for me to intelligently defend myself without an attorney, I need to understand which jurisdiction the court intends to proceed to conduct defense.
You have a very good attorney on the line, Mr. Elwood Terry. If you want to speak to him in a breakout room, I can give you that opportunity. Other than that, I'm going to set a bench trial or a jury trial in the matter.
Okay. Please let the record show that I have attempted to understand or to ask what is the jurisdiction of the court is operating under, and it appears that the court is operating under a secret jurisdiction, maybe only known to bar members and licensed attorneys. So let the record show that I am trying to understand jurisdiction and nature of cause against me, and the court has denied me that information.
I'm not denying you the information. The information is public information, sir. The information is outlined in the Michigan court rules. You need to read the Michigan court rules, and you can find out jurisdiction. It'll tell you everything about jurisdiction. That's entirely public information. You can go online and type in the court rules. The whole book is ascertainable to you online.
Sir, the Sixth Amendment grants
I'm
you
not required
to inform me of the nature and cause of any action brought against me. And right now, you are denying me that right.
I'm going to tell you, sir, don't speak over me. You want me to inform you of the nature and cause of the action. You're charged with driving, drive while license not valid or improper. The other charges, no insurance, misdemeanor. The allegation is that you were driving the same 2011 Jaguar in the city of Detroit without the proper registration on that vehicle.
I understand the
maximum possible. Don't interrupt me, sir.
Okay, good. I'm sorry.
Those are the charges. Do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Your Honor, I am trying to understand the jurisdiction of this court. As I said, you told me it was a criminal jurisdiction.
If you read the Michigan court rules, the Michigan court rules will tell you and give you jurisdiction. So they have a copy of the Michigan court rules online or at the public library. I'm sure it is as easily ascertainable, and we're not going to keep going down this road, young man. Do you want a bench trial?
So I cannot. I'm asking you a very specific question, and it is this a criminal jurisdiction under common law, or is it a criminal jurisdiction under military tribunal?
Listen, it's let's move on to the next person.
Sir, please answer that.
You
can only be one or the other.
You'll leave me no choice but to hold you in contempt. I'm asking you a specific question.
Your Honor, I do not wish to be held in contempt. I am trying to exercise my Sixth Amendment right. I can show you Constitution is exercise of a constitutional right cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
Sir, the way you speak to the court is via motion. Okay, if you have a motion that I've already denied one of your motions, if you have another motion.
Under what basis? Under what grounds have you denied my motions?
It's not my job to explain to you all of the court rules, sir.
Sir, there's only two jurisdictions which this court can operate under.
Just like any other, you're going to be treated just like any other lawyer that comes in this courtroom. So you have to know the rules.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to seek legal advice or ask you what the rules are. I'm asking you a very specific question. There can only be two jurisdictions under criminal law. And is it under common law or is it admiralty law?
On the record for Mr. Jameel Lockhart.
Yes.
All right. This is the last time I'm going to say this. I'm not going to continue to go back and forth with you regarding court rules and all of those positions that you have. If you put it in a motion, we'll set a motion hearing date.
If you are setting a motion hearing date, you are doing so without my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me.
Listen,
I cannot move forward until I have these questions answered. These are basic questions that you are obligated under the Sixth Amendment.
I'm not obligated to answer any of that stuff. I told you, I gave you the answer to that stuff by looking in the court rules. You're obligated to know the rules.
Sir, what you mentioned is statutory law. And if we are proceeding under some kind of statutory law, I motion that we dismiss for lack of a sworn complaint or anything signed by injured party. And in fact, where is the injured party Is the officer present, and who is the injured party in this case?
The officer is not required to be present today. It is a pretrial date. I'll hold that dismissal motion in abeyance until the date of trial. At the date of trial, if there's no signed complaint on the date of trial, then we will dismiss by no signed complaint. So I'll give the city an opportunity to come up with a signed complaint.
I'm sorry, is the city the injured party here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, well, sir, I move that we either dismiss this case or move this case to federal court. If the city is the plaintiff or injured party, they cannot also be the judge and prosecutor.
File a motion on that, sir. If you're saying that I do have a signed complaint.
Well, that brings me back to my original question. Is this a statutory proceeding? Because if there is, there would have to be an international contract or agreement. And I would implore the prosecution to put that agreement on the record and explain how I am party to it.
Young man, you got to go do your homework, okay? And it appears that you're taking this position and you're adamant about this position, and you're free to do that. Now, whether you're going to win at this position, that's going to be up to what you say in your brief, and how it relates to the law, and we'll make a decision on that stuff, okay? But at this point, you need to educate yourself, because you seem like a very articulate, educated young man. You need to educate yourself on court rules and procedure. Until you get it correct, we can't talk, because we have to be speaking the same language, okay?
I mean, that's the main thing I'm trying to understand here, sir. Is this a common law criminal procedure?
I'm giving you some direction on.
Well, sir, I don't know which rules. If you could tell me where I could find the rules for.
I told you, go to Michigan court rules. They got Michigan court rules.
They have rules for criminal procedure under statutory law.
Yes, very much so.
Could you please direct me to that?
I've already directed you to it. Michigan court rules. There's a book that's over 1,000 pages, and it'll answer, well, close to 1,000 pages. It has those questions outlined in there. You're expected to know
Are
that.
those Michigan court rules, is that statutory law?
I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you, sir. Whatever motions that you have, that's how you speak to the court, through motions. And whatever motions that you have, I will review it. I read all the motions that come across. I check all the law myself. And if you have some law, I would suggest that law that you're saying that we don't.
Your Honor, there is no international contract. I mean, we've asked the prosecutor to produce an international contract that would bind me to this statutory proceeding, and I'm not aware of any contract. In the absence of such contract, I motion that we dismiss this case. And for the record, I would just
in order to, you can move to the circuit court, and you can appeal my decision as it relates to that. But we're not going to keep on going back and forth.
I think we should move this case to federal court. As I stated, if the city is the injured party,
file a motion so I can, on your removal motion, file a motion.
I do not wish to continue or delay this any further. There's been no evidence presented to substantiate any kind of jurisdiction in this case. This is our second time. I've asked for this the first time. And there's been no evidence of any jurisdiction, and I don't understand why, you're insisting on, moving to another court date, and we have not addressed this very basic and fundamental issue of jurisdiction. If it cannot be proven and proven on the record, then this case must be dismissed. Well, I mean, I don't understand why we are delaying this any further.
We don't have to delay it any further. I can put a warrant out for your arrest. And you don't have to show up. I mean, you'll have to deal with that then. But at some point, You're gonna have to deal.
Under what grounds, under what basis are you putting a warrant out for my arrest and you
I
haven't?
didn't say I was gonna put a warrant. I said, if you're telling the court that you're not gonna come back to any court dates, then that's up to you. All I can do
What I'm saying, sir, is I don't wish to delay this any further. There has been no proof of jurisdiction. There is no live injured party. I mean, there's a claim that the city of Detroit is an injured party, but I'm not aware of any international agreements or contracts that I've entered into with the city of Detroit. And the prosecutor can't provide that. And it seems like there's a bias going on here because flat on its face, the prosecutor hasn't even spoken on this issue. And you just insist that we move to another court date. And I don't understand. I mean, your oath of office is to uphold the Constitution. And what I'm asking is
what you're saying in essence is that I don't have any authority.
I'm asking you to prove your authority.
I'm
asking you to prove your authority. I'm trying to understand where your authority is coming from. And you're failing.
Read the Michigan court rules, read your statutes, read the Constitution over again, and you'll find that.
As I said before, I'm not asking you for legal advice or where
and
to
the
go.
Michigan Constitution.
You have, if you have a legitimate jurisdiction, I'm asking you, is it a criminal jurisdiction under statutory law, or is it under the common law?
All right, we're gonna give them a trial.
And you will not answer that question. Your Honor, we cannot proceed until I understand the nature and cause of the action against me.
I'm gonna say this one last time to you, sir. Go, and if you want to speak to the court, if you have any objection to the court and these dates, and if you don't feel that these dates are lawful, and if you whatever your claim is that you're stating, you speak to the court through motions. I want that, and those motions that you're entertaining on the record right now, I've dismissed some of them already. I want you to file those motions with the court.
Under no basis
so that the court can read your motion and make a ruling and give the city attorney an opportunity to respond. If you do it the proper way, you might learn something. But I don't think that the way that you're going, that you're even if they show you documentation like it is in black and white, you're not going to believe that anyway. That's the perception that I'm getting from you. So I'm going to set these dates. It's going to be up to you whether you want to come to these court hearings or not. And if you don't come to the court hearings, the only recourse I have is to issue a warrant for failure to appear. Okay, so
sir, I still have this same question that you keep failing to answer, and without that question being understood,
and that's it. I'm done talking about it. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to set a
let the record show that the judge has refused.
Listen, sir, don't interrupt me again. Okay? Don't interrupt me again. Let's set a motion date for.
I do not consent.
Please do not say anything else, sir.
Sir, I'm exercising my Sixth Amendment right. The Sixth Amendment exercise of an amendment right cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
I'm holding you in contempt of court, sir.
As I stated before, I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the court.
I'm not going to deal with it. You're going to jail.
Pursuant to
let's pull out the contempt.
The Sixth Amendment.
Whatever work we need to do and fill it out. We're going to fill it out this time. I'm holding your client. Well, Mr. Berry, you are, I guess, not representing this client because this client is probably. Do you want the representation of a lawyer, sir, at this point now, sir? Because now you're looking at 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. Do you want the representation or not?
Please let the record show that I have attempted to understand the jurisdiction of this court, and this court has refused me that answer. And apparently it is a jurisdiction only understood to bar members and licensed attorneys. This is a direct violation of the Constitution, and I do not consent. I do not agree. That's it. Your Honor, I do not wish to be held in contempt.
It's too late.
I've merely asked a very basic, simple question, and you have refused to answer it. I feel as though the court is trying to constrain me to an unfair plea in absence of my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me. Sir, did you receive the documents that I sent you asking for your anti-bribery statement? Hello.
I'm going to order you to report to the Wayne County Jail today.
I do not accept. I do not understand the nature and cause of the action against me. You have told me this is a criminal jurisdiction.
Sir, please don't. I told you don't say. I'm going to ask some more days if you keep on talking. You already got 30 days.
Don't understand, sir.
I'm adding more if you keep on talking. Please do not say anything else.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It happened very fast.
It's happening again right now on the record. So those are the reasons.
I'm just
that I
apologizing.
find, again, another contempt. And it just continues to happen. And I'm going to, now, if you have one more interruption with me, sir, I'm going to add another 30 days to that. And you're looking at 60 days. You're going to get 30 days right now. You're going to get 60 days if you have one more interruption too. And it will be no early release. At this point, I'm going to order you to report to the Wayne County Jail. Sir, do you have any further questions?
I just want to make sure I can speak without being held in contempt or.
Yes, you may speak. I asked you, do you have any further questions, sir?
Thank you. Your Honor, I would just like to tell you, man to man, that it was not my intent to be in contempt. Has never been my goal. I try to do everything in accordance with the law. As you can see, I have filed documents. I filed motions. I've requested information from the court, all in a desperate effort to wrap my head around the proceedings and what's going on here today. And I'm sorry if I may have gotten frustrated and not being able to understand the nature and cause and action against me. But just again, that was not my intention. I look forward to handling this as amicably as possible. I think that the record will show, I think that the prosecutor will agree that there is no international contract to which I'm tied under statutory jurisdiction. And I would love to see it. I would love to see that evidence. But also, we covered the fact that the city is the injured party or the plaintiff. And this would be an improper venue anyway. But I appreciate your advice on handling that and moving forward with motions. I will be doing that. But again, this thing of contempt, it's just, as one man to another, trying to understand and stand on my constitutional rights and exercising them. And I feel today, as what's happened is my pursuit in doing that has somehow been converted into crime against me, which is a tragedy in anyone's eyes, So I cannot consent to moving forward because I still do not understand the nature and cause against me. And I will be communicating in writing, and maybe, someone can give that to me in writing. And we can go from there.
All right. And the court has heard all of what I respect the fact that you're trying to use the system and you're trying to operate by your understanding of the system. And the court is not trying to impair you in any type of way to present any claims that you may have. I continually referred you to the Michigan court rules, the Michigan Constitution, the United States Constitution. You want to find jurisdiction, you want to challenge jurisdiction, and I told you, if you want to challenge that, you're free to do that. The court is never going to impair anybody challenge any of the allegations that are held that are brought against them. But there is a procedure, and whether you want to, you got to play by the rules, sir. And whether you accept the rules or not, that's not going to change the rules and the stuff that has been codified and the stuff that has been litigated and argued for over 2 centuries. The rules are not going to change for your position. Now, I asked you to continue, not say anything. I tried. I don't know what position you're really taking or where you're getting all this stuff from. And I asked you to put that stuff in motion. But when I asked you to please be quiet, please, I give you ample time to speak. I have not impaired your ability to put what's on the record, but you continually say the same thing over and over. And then when I ask you to please be quiet, and when I tell you that I'm going to hold you in contempt, if you're not quiet and you continually go over and over and disobey what the court is trying to say, then I have left with no other option to do what I've already done. So you have an absolute right to an attorney. I gave you Mr. Very, 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 very good attorney. Now, whether you want to listen to his advice or not, you have him there at your disposal. Other than that, sir, I don't know what to do for you.
Okay.
So I'm ordering
I
you
think,
to report to the Wayne County Jail by 5 p.m. today.
It just happened so fast, sir. I mean, I think we.
Well, maybe you may learn something from this. Maybe you may learn something from this, and that 30 days will give you an opportunity to go read and educate yourself on how this works. I got other people that are taking the same position as you, and I've afforded them the same exact opportunity as you have, and they did not do what you did today. They're holding fast on their position, and that's fine. I respect that. But I don't respect you interrupting me. And it seems that you really need an education on how this stuff works. And I'm going to give you one today. Now, Mr. Berry, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Elwood S. Berry, Jr., P28880, on behalf of this defendant.
Now, do you want to speak with Mr. Berry in a breakout room, sir, or not?
No, with all due respect, Your Honor, yeah, I have the right to represent myself in my own person, and that is what I intend to do after having understood the nature and cause of the action against me.
Well, I've given you. We've gone over all the natures and causes. We've gone over the maximum possible penalty for these offenses. I gave you an opportunity to speak with how and explain to you how the court hears your representations. You can choose to file those representations or not. But in the meantime, I'm going to order you now. I gave you the dates. I'm going to order you now to report to the Wayne County Jail by 5 p.m. today to do those 30 days. All right?
I do not consent.
Well, guys, we've come to the end of another proceeding. And what did I tell you guys? I just had a feeling that this thing from the first appearance was going to start to go left if Jameel Lockhart didn't change his behavior before the court. And as we can see, he wanted Judge Perkins to explain certain things to him that Judge Perkins absolutely did not have to explain to him, because he wanted to represent himself. And like Judge Perkins told him, listen, you need to know the court rules if you're going to do this. This is where you find the court rules at. And then when he didn't get his way and Judge Perkins wouldn't explain it, he started talking about how the court was working under some type of secret jurisdiction. And then also, he did the same exact thing he did in this appearance that he did in last appearance. That's why I'm telling you, if you didn't see the last one, you need to see it, because it will help you to understand this one. He waited around again until Judge Perkins was finished just to argue some more. But this time, it didn't work on his behalf. It didn't work on his behalf last time, but at least he didn't get, found in contempt of court. But this time, he absolutely did. And Judge Perkins' famous words to him, he says, listen, you seem like you need an education in all of this, and I'm going to give it to you. This 30 days that I want you to be in the Wayne County Jail will help you to understand these court rules. It'll give you plenty time to read up on it. And this is not the first defendant we've seen him tell these words to, that here's 30 days of court so you can go and read up on the court rules and how all of this works. But with that being said, guys, we have another appearance that we will be putting out tomorrow. So I hope you guys will be tuning in to that. The link in the description, there will be a link in the description of this video that will bring you back to the first video. And with that being said, guys, we're getting ready to get out of here. This is Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame, guys. And for now, Sovereign Citizens Court is adjourned. Appreciate you guys. See you guys soon. God bless.
Yeah, I'm here on behalf of the defendant, Jameel Lockhart, and you're making a special appearance.
All right, well, you gotta make your special appearance to the Wayne County Jail. I told you that the last time.
Yeah, so I filed a notice of removal for all of these cases because I don't believe that this court is capable of acting in an unbiased way. But I mean, there's been no response from the city, but to this point. I mean, just the last court date we had, perjury was committed. I mean, you guys put on the record that I failed to appear, and I spoke to you.
You did fail to show up to the Wayne County Jail. You were ordered to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. You haven't showed up. You still haven't showed up. So you still disobeying. Let's not do this. This is how it started the last time. You're still disobeying the court's order, and you have to do 30 days. You have to present yourself to the Wayne County Jail. You have a warrant out for your arrest. And before we go over this other stuff, you got to go. You have to go to the Wayne County Jail. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So
I said what
I can increase the time if you can take to not be compliant.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting the proceedings. May I have a breakout room with this litigant, please, and thank you.
I don't know if he wants to speak to a lawyer, but he can if he needs to. He has that right to do so. You want to speak to the lawyer, Mr. Lockhart, or no?
Yeah, sure.
Miss Harris, what's going to go with Mr. Lockhart? So I don't know why he's still sitting here.
Well, Your Honor, if the court will allow, we would like to attempt resolution of the matters that are on the docket. So I would ask if the court could stay the contempt proceedings and allow him to handle these matters.
No. It's been well over a year. No, he's gonna have to go turn himself in, and we'll deal with it that way.
Your Honor, if the court could, just in the interest of justice and judicial economy, if he could resolve these matters, if he's still gonna have to do the 30 days in Wayne County Jail, if at time of sentencing, it could all be wrapped up together, just to not further delay his constitutional right to speedy trial.
He's delayed his rights. He's delayed his rights to a speedy trial.
And I do have a resolution, Your Honor.
No, I don't want to. I'm not even going to entertain it. We're that ship has sailed. We tried to give him that opportunity a long time ago. He kept being contemptuous in the court. He comes with these far out legal theories that he has that I quite frankly, don't know where he's coming from on that. No, I'm not gonna even entertain that with it.
And Your Honor, I completely understand the court's position. I completely understand if he still has to do the 30 days Wayne County Jail, but I think that he was potentially misguided, did not understand the finer points of the law, court rules, and courtroom behavior and procedure. So now that he has the assistance of counsel, which I'm not saying that he didn't have the assistance of counsel before, if the court would allow him.
We offered him counsel then. He denied the counsel. Go back and look at the video. It's got over 270-some thousand views on it. And I told him that 30 days will give him an opportunity to read up on the law, and so he can make it and understand how this process goes. So go ahead to the Wayne County Jail. You can take some, they probably have some legal books there, and we'll hear these matters when you come out, so.
Your Honor, is any of this on the record or no? Or did we
No.
not? Okay.
No, it's not on the record because I didn't call the cases. I'm going to continue on. That appears to be Charles Gardner.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, am I allowed to go back in the breakout room to explain that to Mr. Lockhart? Because he seems to have had a change of heart if the court would allow him to at least.
Maybe he can go turn himself in, and you can file an appeal. File something to get him heard before the court, and they can zoom in from the Wayne County Jail, and we'll resolve it that way. But until he turns himself in, he's got a warrant out for his arrest. He's had this warrant out for I don't know how long. I can look back into the record, but and he's never presented himself. So. He was contemptuous then. He continues to not follow or obey the court's orders. So he has to go do the time, or hire himself a lawyer to get it back in front of the court. But until we get the first matter resolved that we had, we're not going to get into the other matters.
The contempt proceedings arise out of his appearance in court. So he's still not allowed to just resolve these before he commits himself to the Wayne County Jail?
No.
Okay, Mr. Lockhart, join the breakout room.
And that'll conclude it. I still see Mr. Lockhart here. I don't know what else to do. What else you can do for him, Mrs. Harris?
So, Your Honor,
he continues to disobey the court order. Just continues to do so.
And Your Honor, I dare not say. Well, I don't know. I don't think that it's an intentional. Well, I can't say that.
Wait a minute.
I don't think. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I think he has good intentions. I think he now has a better understanding of everything that has taken place.
I don't think so, because he came in here talking about he's appearing on behalf of the person Jameel Lockhart. So I think he's on the same path as he was that got him into this situation.
And Your Honor, we've had that discussion at length in the breakout room. He understands what it would take to resolve his matters. He understands how he has to represent himself in court. And so I think he's in a position that he wants to resolve these matters. We've had the discussion. We asked for leniency and mercy from the court. I understand if the condition is that he still has to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, although we would ask if the court would reconsider that sentence now that he has taken the time to actually listen to advice of counsel and be made fully aware of how he should present himself in court. I know that it's his intention to resolve these matters without any further court appearances or draining any further resources or delaying the process anymore. And I know that the court doesn't want to delay the process any further. I understand his behavior is what put us in this position as of right now, but we're just hoping to resolve today if the court will allow.
I'm not moving. I gave him ample, this is a 27 plus, maybe 30 plus minute video. I gave him ample opportunity. You know, and I'm not moving.
I mean, Your Honor, I mean, in that video, I did apologize to you for, I guess.
You apologize after you got the 30 days. I'm not
I
moving.
apologize after the offense was, I mean, I don't know what else I would apologize.
You and you still haven't showed up, and it's been over a year, and now you want me to have some sympathy for you and to resolve the matters. I have no sympathy for you at all. I tried to discuss. We tried to have give you a fair opportunity to be heard. You keep spewing these legal theories that I've never heard of before, and I've given you an opportunity at that date to speak with the lawyer. You refuse that. You refuse all the opportunities I've given you. And you came in here another time a couple of months ago, and I told you we weren't going to hear it then. You got to go report to the Wayne County Jail. So I mean, you've had ample opportunity.
You'd have me go to jail.
No, on behalf of Jameel Lockhart, I do understand that, and I know the court may hear this often, but he does have a family that he supports. It would be a great hardship on his family, his resources, and his sense of economy in terms of his job if he would have to submit himself to 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. I understand that the court is not inclined to change that.
I didn't just give him the 30 days on the, he should have thought about that when I was asking him. I let him speak when I was asking him to not try to overtalk the court. Let me give him an opportunity to speak. He continued to disobey that. He should have thought about that then. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary that have families that they take care of, and he's not going to the penitentiary. It's just county jail. So I'm just not moved.
Would this court consider amending it in such a way that he could only do weekends to complete his 30 days?
He hasn't even come to done anything. I'm not inclined to do anything for Mr. Jameel Lockhart or the person of Jameel Lockhart or whatever he wants to be called or however he wants to be described himself. Jameel Lockhart.
So yeah, he has the matters that are set on the docket for today. He has presented himself to the court today.
Okay, you want to take? We'll take off the warrant. We'll give him a pretrial date, and then he can go do his 30 days. And he can tell the sheriff in there that what his next court date is, and they can, or somebody can rid him out then. City of Detroit versus Jameel Amir Lockhart, case numbers SP 1247989, counts 1, 2, and 3. State of Michigan. Now the laws just don't apply to him. State of Michigan versus Jameel Amir Lockhart, case number SX 378-29611. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Jameel Lockhart, sir, could you state the name of the person that you are representing on the record, please, or that you identify, please?
So my name is Jameel Lockhart.
All right.
Yeah, there is currently a recommendation if the court would allow a plea.
No. He's gonna have to go do the time.
So, sir, as we discussed, I think you would be better suited if you, 1, hire an attorney, 2, go to the Wayne County Jail and submit yourself so that your matters could be resolved. I understand that when you
Last
appear
time
in court, there's
I
different
checked,
attorneys.
he didn't want an attorney. And I guess you have gotten through to him a little bit. He changed it. He came in here, hearing on behalf of the person, Jameel Lockhart. And then when he asked him to state his name, he came and he indicated that he was Jameel Lockhart now. So I don't know what he, like I say.
I mean, if I could speak a little bit here. I don't know, Your Honor, I'm not a criminal. I just want to handle this, get this over with.
I didn't say you were a criminal, sir. I didn't listen.
No, I know you didn't.
I didn't say you were a criminal. As it stands now, these are allegations. So until there's an adjudication of either guilt or not guilt, that'll determine, whether you're a criminal or not. So I don't know. You got these allegations out here. So I didn't make that comment. You were a criminal.
Right. No, I'm not saying that you did. But I just want to handle this and, put this to rest. At this point, I feel like it's taken up too much of my time, too much of, your time, I'm sure. And,
this is what I do every day, sir. I serve the city residents of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan and whoever comes in here. So it doesn't take up my time. This is what we do.
Yeah. So yeah, and continuing, I would just like to, get this over with, pay whatever fines need to be paid. I would like to have my license back. I can't rent a car when I travel. I would like to be able to do that. So whatever I owe for these civil offenses.
Last year, over a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I just want to resolve this. Whatever I owe for those offenses, I'm willing to pay, and it'll be done with this situation. I truthfully don't think it's your, mission to put people in jail that have not harmed anybody or committed any offense against, any actual live human being. I'm only guilty of speaking out of turn. And, I should have handled this differently. I can see that now, but I really just want to get this whole situation rectified, and whatever the charges are that I need to pay, I'm willing to do that, and I'll put this to rest.
All right, I'll let them speak. Next pretrial date is September 22nd.
Yeah,
Well,
based on the statements.
That being said, I don't think, based on everything that has happened, our history, the claim in federal court that I have against you, Michigan judicial tenure complaints that I have against you, I think you have a duty to recuse yourself from any of my cases.
I haven't been privy to any judicial tenure complaint. My first duty is a duty to sit, and I feel that I
put it in your mailbox.
Okay, well, all right. Well, the Judicial Tenure Commission will have to come, and I'll have to respond to them accordingly if they present something to me.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, sir. Next court date, 9/22. You're still expected to turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail.
Well, Your Honor, I would ask one final argument. I understand that he may have indicated he did not want an attorney to represent him. Jail time is a very harsh penalty. And I know that the court didn't just immediately come to that decision. I would ask if the court would consider some of the things that were stated on the record in terms of he now has a better understanding. He is remorseful of how things played out. And I would ask if the court would issue a monetary fine for the contempt rather than jail. If the court would, please.
And he's got a proceeding in federal court against him. So where is it, you know, where is this,
I'm simply trying to protect.
Your Honor, but again, Your Honor, Mr. Lockhart, on behalf of Mr. Lockhart, stop. What I'm saying, the court has to understand the fact that a lot of these things came into play before today. So if in fact there was something filed, it was before today, before having a better understanding of how the process works, how to conduct oneself in court, and that one is held to the same standards as an attorney. I would ask if the court would consider converting that jail term into a monetary fine.
Not at this point.
Your Honor, I only have a federal claim against you as a means to try to keep myself out of jail, right? It's not something that I want to do, you know?
You can take any action. You can take any action under the law that you choose to, sir. I haven't prevented you or even tried to even attempt to prevent you, and I can't prevent you from doing it.
I don't want to do that. I just want to handle this, pay whatever I need to pay, and move on.
So again, advocating on behalf of
needs to be sitting in jail. I'm an upstanding individual. I have a lot of people that depend on me, and I haven't harmed anyone, and I never would.
Understood. Thank you for that allocation. But on behalf of defense would now move to ask if the court would allow a hearing on the contempt proceedings.
That hearing has sailed. He has been gone. He has 30 days for the hearing. Procedurally, that has sailed a long time ago.
So he already had a hearing on it?
No, we asked him, offered a hearing on that. We offered him an attorney on that before we entered into found him in contempt. We offered him to speak with the lawyer on that day. He chose not to. It's been over, I would say, quite frankly, a year at least. The motion he was going to file a motion by 5/27/2022. It's been a long time. Those ships have sailed.
But Your Honor, arguably he didn't have the assistance of counsel. So I would ask, did we go through all of the steps for him to waive his right to counsel in that type of proceeding?
Well, you can go back and look at the transcript if he wants some representation now. He can either have a court appointed a lawyer, or he can hire a lawyer on his own. But at this juncture, I'm not inclined. You know, I get people tell me I'm too lenient, and I'm a defense judge, and I try to be fair to everybody that comes through here. I gave Mr. Lockhart, and I'm giving Mr. Lockhart now over a half hour when other people only get 5 minutes to speak. I gave him ample time today and back when he came in court the last time. And you say that he's changed, but he came into court today spewing the same stuff that he started out before he talked to you that he did when he was there. I read those motions that he filed, which was in the court's eyes had no basis in law whatsoever. None. I've never seen those legal theories that he's purporting. I don't know if you, well, let me strike that. I've seen those legal theories that he's purported, but I've never seen those in the rules of court rules. I've never seen that in any of the law books that I've ever read. So I told him this back then, that he needs to go get the rules. I gave him an opportunity to read the rules of procedure. He refused everything. Now, the transcript of it, you can order the transcript. He can hire his own lawyer, and he'll get whatever kind of hearing that he will get. I'm not going to recuse myself from the case.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay?
I have nothing further.
Very well. Next court date, September 22nd, 2023, will be a pretrial. Have a very good day, sir. And again, you're ordered to turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Jameel Amir Lockhart. Case number SP 121-10611, SP 121-8072, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 124-7989, counts 1, 2, and 3, and the state of Michigan versus Jameel Amir Lockhart, SX 378-29611. Appearance for the record, please, if he wants representation.
My name is All Rights Reserved, here by special appearance on behalf of the Lockhart.
Turner, may I please have the gentleman to restate the name? I was not able to make the first part of that.
Name is All Rights Reserved.
Thank you.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. I'm going to reschedule this for an in-person appearance on, what is that, October 12th, 2023. You're scheduled to appear in person, Mr. Lockhart, on October the 12th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Your Honor, there's a problem with that.
Well, I don't have a problem with it. What's your problem with it, sir?
Sir, the problem is Jameel Lockhart only exists on paper, and he can't show up physically in the courtroom.
Okay, well, the person that's representing Jameel Lockhart, you need to appear then.
Yeah, I believe the court has me confused with the entity, and I believe the reason you're trying to do a in-person meeting now is to try to throw me in jail for speaking out of turn. So under that kind of threat, that makes it hard for me to want to proceed with this.
That's your choice, Mr. Lockhart. If there's nothing further, you have a very good day. Your next date is October the 12th, 2023 at 8:30, and that is in person, all right? Have a good day, sir.
Did you receive my motion?
I haven't received a motion yet.
Okay, well, it's been filed, it's been timestamped. I'm not sure why you're not getting any of my motions. This is another problem with this proceeding.
Well, if you've got a federal lawsuit, I'm sure the federal judge will summons me to court, and I'll appear then, because I unlike you, I don't buy court. So have a good day, sir. Best of luck to you. Dwight Grimes.
Well, guys, we have come to the end of these two proceedings. And as we can see in that third appearance, Mr. Lockhart has yet to turn himself in for that 30 days contempt. And as we can see, Judge Perkins is adamant that he does so. He is not budging, no way, no how. Attorney Harris, which I like, I've seen her in previous proceedings. She definitely tries to work for the defendant. Sometimes you have people complain about, these public defenders not doing their job, but I've seen her jump in time and time again and try to help somebody, save someone from themselves. But in this particular case, this has been going on for a while. Judge Perkins is tired of Mr. Lockhart and he's not budging. He's going to have to go to Wayne County Jail and do those 30 days. As we can see, Attorney Harris tried to say, listen, you know, my client, he has a family to take care, he has to work. But you heard what Judge Perkins' response is. Listen, there's many of guys in the penitentiary that has families that they provided for and so on and so forth, but they got in trouble and had to go to jail. And not only that, they're in the penitentiary. This guy is just going to the county jail for 30 days. And we don't want to make light of like going to jail for any amount of days is a small thing. I don't care how many days you're going to jail, 37, 70, it's all the same. Jail is jail. So we don't want to make light of it, but I definitely understand what Judge Perkins was saying by that. But once we see Mr. Lockhart don't get his way, what does he do? He goes and, you know, tells Judge Perkins, I filed a federal lawsuit against you. But here's where he messed up. He says, I filed it because, you know, you want me to go to jail and I don't want to go to jail. So basically he's telling right on camera, he's telling on himself that he didn't even file it with the right motives. But as we can see in that third appearance, Judge Perkins is not budging. He's not having it. It is what it is. You know, this case isn't going to get resolved until he turns himself in. But then we go to his final appearance. And the reason why I say final appearance, because I looked everywhere. It seems like there's no other appearances with Mr. Lockhart before Judge Perkins. It seems like after that, he did not show up. And as you can see, Judge Perkins wanted him to come in physically. And he said, oh, you just want me to come in because you want to lock me up. That may be the case, but it seems like this guy, he's not trying to go to jail at all. I did more digging. He still has 4 open cases until this day. It is January 2025. This case started back in 23. Last year in April of 2024 seems to be the last court date he had. He did not appear, and he hadn't appeared for multiple ones before that. And a warrant 6 days later was issued for his arrest, and he has not been seen since this last appearance. So basically, he's on the run. They probably just like, well, when we catch him, when he gets arrested, if he gets arrested, then we'll deal with the situation then. But this definitely was an interesting one. It was an older one, but as you guys know, I share older, new, ancient, whatever. If I feel like it's a good case and there was a good back and forth between the judge and the sovereign citizen, I'm going to share that. But with that being said, let me get ready to get out of here, guys. Thank you for joining me as always. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, the like button, share button. It sure would be appreciated. So listen, this is Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame, and this is also Sovereign Citizens Court. And for now, guys, court is adjourned. See you guys soon. God bless.
I'm not threatening you. Say one more word and that's contempt. 30 days. 30 days.